You have affected me like no one before, and even at a distance, I still feel compelled toward you. My thoughts are constantly drawn back to you, no matter how much I try to distract myself with the mundane aspects of life. I can no longer escape into surface-level things because my heart and soul recognize a deeper truth, one that connects me to you in a way I cannot ignore. Your words from the past still echo within me, stirring emotions that I have tried so hard to suppress. They awaken something within my soul, forcing me to face parts of myself that I was once too afraid to acknowledge. There is an undeniable truth buried within those emotions, one that brings both pain and clarity. For the longest time, I allowed myself to be pulled in so many different directions, chasing after things that, in the end, proved to be meaningless. I engaged in frivolous pursuits, followed paths that led nowhere, and distracted myself with empty victories. But no matter where I went or what I did, one truth remained unchanged: the call of your heart to mine. It is a pull that I cannot resist, no matter how much distance separates us. I have come to realize that I cannot keep running from what my heart knows to be real. There is something between us that is beyond explanation, beyond logic, and beyond the constraints of time and space. I now understand that I must make things right between us as soon as possible. The weight of the past lingers, and it will not let me rest until I have done what I know in my heart must be done. Despite my achievements, my material victories, and the goals I have reached, I still feel incomplete. There is an emptiness within me, a void that no accomplishment can ever fill. I have come to see that true happiness does not lie in external success, but in the presence of the one who truly understands and completes me. Without you, life's sweetness is dulled, and even the most joyous moments feel lacking. You might think that I am unaffected by the way things fell apart between us, that I have moved on without a second thought. But that could not be further from the truth. Behind the mask I wear, behind the walls I have built, there is a storm of emotions that no one sees. There is so much you do not know, so much I have kept hidden from you. You do not know how many nights I have cried for you, how often I have stayed awake, tormented by the thought of losing you forever. You do not know how I ignored everyone and everything around me just so I could keep an eye on you from afar, fearing that you would slip away and become someone else's. The thought of losing you to another was unbearable, and yet I remained silent, trapped in my own fears and regrets. You also do not know the sacrifices I have made, the lengths to which I have gone to create a life where we could be together. I walked away from relationships that no longer served me, from people who brought nothing but negativity into my life. I left behind situations that were holding me back, knowing that if I remained stuck in those places, I would lose the most precious person in my life, you. I changed my job, my workplace, my friend group, and even the city I lived in, all because I knew that staying in those circumstances would keep me from the future I wanted with you. Every step I took was a step towards you, even if you never realized it. You are not just my source of happiness, you are my safe haven. In your presence, I feel a sense of comfort and peace that I have never felt anywhere else. You make me feel valued, appreciated, and truly seen. You understand my silence, my unspoken words, and the emotions I struggle to express. With you, I do not have to pretend to be someone I am not. You accept me in my most vulnerable moments, and that is something I will never take for granted. You give me the confidence to face the world, the strength to overcome my fears, and the motivation to become the best version of myself. Every improvement I have made in my life, every step forward, is because of you. Without your presence, your support, and your influence, I would not be the person I am today. I have spent so much time trapped by my own limitations, my own fears and doubts. But I am finally letting go of the restrictions that have held me back for so long. I am choosing to embrace the most beautiful part of my life, the love I feel for you. I know that I owe you more than just an apology. Words alone cannot erase the pain I have caused or the disappointments I left you with. I can only hope that you have found a way to release that pain, that you have found healing in the midst of the hurt. If I could go back and change things, I would. But since I cannot, all I can do is move forward with a heart that is open, honest, and ready to make things right. Your absence has humbled me in ways I never expected. It has forced me to look inward, to confront my own mistakes, and to understand the depth of what I lost. I now see what truly matters, and that is you. No amount of success, no number of achievements, can replace the love and connection we shared. I do not know what the future holds, but I do know one thing: I cannot let this distance define us. I cannot let fear keep me from reaching out to you. You are the one who has always held my heart, and I can only hope that there is still a place for me in yours. I've been thinking a lot lately, reflecting on the past and remembering things I wish I could change. The more I think about it, the more I realize how much I messed up. I wish I could go back and undo the mistakes I made, but I know that's not possible. All I can do now is acknowledge where I went wrong and take responsibility for my actions. I want you to know that I am deeply sorry for everything. I regret not taking us seriously when I should have, and I see now how much that hurt you. I should have appreciated what we had instead of allowing my own fears and insecurities to get in the way. I wasn't as loyal as I should have been, and that is something I will always regret. For a long time, I struggled to let myself get close to you. Not because you weren't worthy of my love, but because I was afraid of what it meant to truly open up. I built walls around myself, and in doing so, I kept you at a distance. Looking back, I see how unfair that was to you. You deserved someone who was all in, someone who would fight for you and for us. I wasn't that person before, but I want you to know that things are different now. I have changed, and my heart is in a different place. I see things more clearly than I ever have, and if I could go back, I would have done things so differently. But since I can't change the past, all I can do is focus on the present and the future. No matter what happens, I want you to know that I am committed to us. Even if we aren't talking right now, you are still my priority. I think about you every single day. I replay our memories in my head, holding on to them because they remind me of how much we meant to each other. I don't want to live with regrets, and I don't want to leave things the way they are. I realize now how much I hurt you, and that weighs on me more than you know. The last thing I ever wanted was to cause you pain, but I did, and I have to live with that. That's why I want to make things right. I don't just want to say that I love you, I want to show it through my actions. In the past, I thought saying the words was enough, but now I understand that love is something you prove through the way you treat someone. I want to be better. I want to be the person you deserve, the person who doesn't just make promises but follows through on them. I want to spend meaningful time with you, to make up for all the times I failed to show up for you the way I should have. I want us to have honest conversations about where we stand and what our future could look like. I used to think I was doing the right things, but I realize now that I was wrong. I see the mistakes I made, and I don't want to make them again. Being with you taught me so much about love, about patience, about what it means to truly care for someone. I never want to take that for granted again. I know that fixing things won't be easy, and I know that I have a lot to prove, but I am ready. I'm ready to put in the work, to rebuild what we had, and to show you that I am serious this time. I miss our connection more than I can put into words. I miss talking to you, laughing with you, sharing my thoughts and dreams with you. I miss the way you made me feel like I belonged, like I was truly understood. I see now how much you loved me, even when I didn't always deserve it. And I regret not seeing it sooner. I'm sorry for lying about my feelings, for not being honest with myself or with you. The truth is, it's been eating me up inside. It's been weighing on me, and I can't keep holding it in. I want to be open with you, to tell you everything I should have said before. I admire you so much. You are strong, intelligent, and capable of so much more than you even realize. I have watched you accomplish incredible things, and I am so proud of you. But more than that, I miss you. I miss your presence, your voice, your warmth. I feel torn between staying where I am, stuck in this place of uncertainty and regret, or taking a chance on a future with you. And the truth is, I want to take that chance. I want to fight for us. The silence between us is hard for me too. Every day that goes by without talking to you feels like a missed opportunity, but I've been afraid. I've been scared to reach out, scared of what you might say, scared that I might have lost you for good. But I can't imagine life without you. I can't imagine moving forward without at least trying to fix things. That's why I'm writing this, to tell you everything that's been on my heart, to let you know that I haven't given up on us. I hold on to our memories, not just because they bring me comfort, but because they remind me of what we had and what we could have again. I believe in us. I believe in what we shared, and I refuse to let it all slip away without doing everything in my power to make things right. I know I made mistakes, and I know I have a lot to make up for, but I am willing to do whatever it takes. I don't expect you to forgive me overnight. I don't expect things to go back to the way they were immediately. But I do hope that we can start again, that we can find a way to rebuild what was broken. I know it won't be easy, but I am ready. I'm ready to be honest, to be vulnerable, to be the person you deserve. If you're willing to give me a chance, I promise I won't waste it. I will prove to you that my words aren't empty this time. I will prove to you that I am serious about us, about our future, about making things right. Because at the end of the day, you are the person I want to be with. You are the one who has always had my heart, even when I was too blind to see it. I love you, and I will do whatever it takes to show you that.